Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my monthly recap for the first month that I have participated in the 2020 Crafty Goals with Amalia. It's a collab that was started last year by Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia, and there were a few that participated, and this year she's carried it on, and there's been quite a few other ladies that are joining in. So everyone's links will be in the description below if you want to go and check out their channels and see what how they are progressing on their goals this month. And if you are not in this collab but you would like to kind of play along, there is a hashtag in the description that you can use, and that way we can search up that hashtag and we can see what what your goals are and how you're doing at achieving them. So I am kind of copying Paige, who is Stamp Girl here on YouTube. Last year she was in the original collab, and she used a printable calendar to keep up with her collabs, and I think that is a excellent idea because it's a way for me to see, okay, like if today was, say today was the 15th, I would know, okay, well I've got this coming up followed by that, so I need to be spending time on these few days here getting these projects made, and it just kind of lets me know what days I need to be working on what, so I can get them up on time. And also I know that with my phone, because I film on my phone, it seems like it takes so long for even a short video to upload that I don't even dare try getting it uploaded the night before a video is due to be posted at, say, 10 a.m. or even noon, because I just won't have I'll have to get up in the middle of the night to make sure the video uploaded and get it scheduled so I don't forget. So I try to get them uploaded 2 days before they are supposed to go up, so I don't have to be worrying about that. So this calendar method lets me plan out when I need to film and upload videos so that I'm not stressing out about the upload time. So this is kind of what I had going on for January. It was kind of busy. I did get 15 videos made in January. I had 4 intro videos on the 5th. Those are the 4 collabs that I'm doing with Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. On the 10th, I have my own collab, 10 on the 10th. It's a Christmas card collab. And I also joined Heather Manning's collab, The Great American Stash Bash, and that posts on the 10th and on the 31st. It's tags on the 10th and cards on the last day of each month. And there is a theme each month that you follow when making your projects. On the 11th, there was the embellishments on the 11th, as well as Crafty Goals intro video. I didn't have anything this right here. Over on the 18th, Deb Houck's Having Fun Making Jewelry collab. The 19th is the card collab, myself and my friend Katie, who is Crafty Crab here on YouTube. We have a card collab. Right now it's scheduled through May. We're hoping that we will start it over again and do it for another year. It's a lot of fun. We make a card each month, and there is a theme to follow when making your card. And if you're interested in joining in, just go to any of the card collab videos, and mine and Katie's emails will be in the description. You can just send us a message. On the 21st, I participated in a challenge on Alicia Wagman. Her channel was Wagman510, and now it's Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. So I posted my video for the cards that I sent to her for that challenge. On the 25th, I did Deb Houck's Smash That Small Paper Pad collab, as well as the Pinspiration collab, which is a collab that goes up every last Saturday of the month. And that collab has been going on for a few years. It started in 2018. It was hosted by somebody else. I can't remember at this moment. I joined in later on in the year, maybe halfway or 2/3 through, and finished out the year. And then Kim, who's Creations by Kimber, she took over kind of hosting it in last year, 2019. And this year she has renewed it. So, and it's a lot of fun. You just go on Pinterest and you make one of the projects that you have saved and you share it. So you can also join in on that if you'd like to. There's information in all of the descriptions of those videos. The 27th, this is Deb Houck's collab, Stick Your Side of Crafting. It's all about using up your sticker stash. And the 31st, that was the card version of the Great American Stash Bash. So I've kind of got my February calendar most of the way filled out. I need to add on the Great American Stash Bash here on the 10th and then down here on the 29th, because it's the 10th and then the last day of the month. So that is how I'm going to be keeping up with my all of my videos, my collabs and challenges that I'm hoping to enter, and then also YouTube and Facebook swaps I'm going to do. So this is my graph composition that I had in my school supply stash, and I just decided to use that for this goals collab because I love that it's got the graph and you can, you know, draw out your lines and it's real easy to write on. I set up this little chart with all of the goals that I hope to accomplish this year. I'm hoping to crochet on at least 2 projects per month. For jewelry, I will for sure get 1 project per month because of the collab that I'm in. So that is just a minimum 1 project. Hopefully I can get some more done. For cross stitch, I'd like to try to work 3 hours per week, and that comes out to 12 hours per month. I'm just working on projects because I have so much that I really want to get done before the end of time. My goal for paper pads is I would like to kill 4 paper pads throughout the year. I am in a small paper pad collab, that Smash That Small Paper Pad with Deb Houck. So my goal for that collab is to try to use up at least 4 6x6 pads, because her collab is for any paper pad that is smaller than 12x12, because there are quite a few kill that paper or smash that paper pad that are intended for 12x12 pads. Should hopefully get at least 4, and I do have in my head, it's not really kind of written out there, I would like to try to use up maybe 1, hopefully 2 of my 12x12 paper pads as well, because I have so many of those. And that would also include like page kits. So I would probably, if I used up a scrapbook page kit, like from Paper Studio or something, I would probably count that in as I'd have to figure out where I'd work that in if I used up a page kit. I'll get to that. I'll come up with something with that. Throughout the years, I have subscribed to a lot of like card kits. Simon Says stamps, SEI. Those are the 2 that I can think of right now. I've also purchased back in the day, I haven't gotten anything for a while from Close to My Heart, but when my mom used to sell that, it's a like scrapbooking, card making company. Back when, about probably 15-20 years ago, my mom used to sell it, and I would buy a lot of the card kits. They had really gorgeous card kits, so I have a lot of those. I'd like to use up at least 4 of my kits that I have for the whole year. I'd like to use up 4 card kits. I also have a goal of making at least 10 Christmas cards each month. That would be 120 cards by the end of the year. I for sure will get 10 each month because of my collab, but I'm hoping that I have more. 'Cause usually I will end up getting a few more, like anywhere from 1, 2, 3, something like that, total cards each month. Also, I put 5 greeting cards per month, but that basically for me is just anything that's not a Christmas card. Since I'm doing the Christmas cards here, this is just 5 anything else cards per month. I'd like to do 1 rack or Happy Mail every 3 months. Organize in my craft stash, which would be any of my, like my jewelry supplies, cross stitch supplies, crochet, and my paper crafting items. I'd like to work at least 1 hour per week organizing some aspect of my craft stash. That comes out to 4 hours per month. I'd like to make at least 4 albums of some kind or folio per year. 5 ATCs per month, because I have quite a lot of kits that I have purchased over the last few years from youratcstore.com. They have really nice kits that aren't very expensive, just over $1 for a kit, and you get everything in that kit to make at least 1 ATC. So I have quite a few kits remaining that I have not put together, and as well as I'm making ATCs for other, usually the Facebook swaps that I get in on are ATCs, because that's one of my favorite items to craft. And so my goal is to do 5 per month. And also, I'm probably going to end up scratching this off of my list, because when I was making my goals, I really it never even crossed my mind that I'm in so many collabs that I'm going to easily surpass that 2 videos per week on my channel because of the number of collabs that I'm in. And I'm also wanting to start doing more challenges. That's on my list here too. Participate in YouTube challenges like birthday and subby challenges and stuff like that. So I'll be doing videos for that. So I might just mark that off, or I may leave it there just so I can kind of keep count of the videos that I'm doing. So I may do that. My craft spending, my intention is, my hope, my aspiration is to keep it under 25 per month. January, I kind of blew it. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then I want to do about 2 giveaways on my channel this year, 1 every 6 months. So somewhere in the next probably 2-3 months, I hope to get my first one put up. And so just to show real quick what I am doing to kind of help myself keep straight with things. Each day of the month, I'm kind of writing down. Hopefully I don't forget to write down what I've worked on. But like if I organize, I've put the number of hours and what I organized on or in. I worked in my craft room closet for 3 hours on the 1st. I cross stitched and I put on the 1st, and I put down the hours. Anytime I work on a project, I will put down what I made if it's for a collab. Down here, I kind of put that I worked on a small mini album, and I used the Love pad, which is a paper pad, 6x6 pad, that I am currently whittling away at, trying to use up the last little bit. And I'm using this pad for this Smash the Small Paper Pad collab with Deb. So I'm kind of just using this as a way to keep my brain straight as to what I'm getting done. I film videos, I put them down so I can keep track of that. And like here's where I made my Christmas cards, and I put the number down, so when I go back through, like before I did this video, I kind of tallied up everything on this chart. And in the back here, papers are kind of falling out where I've messed up on the front pages and I tore them out, and then it made the back ones fall out. I'm writing down, like if I see a challenge on YouTube, I'm writing down the channel and the dates you have to enter, what the things are you have to do, like if there's items to make, if there's themes, and just what the challenge it actually is. This one right here is this Sunshine Honeybees, I need to hurry up and get something sent to her because I've been watching her videos of other entries that she's received. And this closes the 11th, so I've got a little bit of time to go ahead and get that sent out. It's to create an ATC. That's right up my alley, so I need to get something sent to her. And this is a theme that she wants us to use, Paris or girly. I have tons of that stuff that I can use. She likes pink, black, white, and glitter and bling. I love those things too. And then she is collecting these to send out as racks and Happy Mail and birthday items. So I think that's really cool. So she's going to take what her friends and subscribers send in to her, and she's going to send them out to other people as racks and Happy Mail. That's really cool. So I really want to get in on that. So that will be one of my challenges to put down on my February part up here on the goals chart. And then also in the back here, I am keeping track of things that I have done for the Smashing My Love Pad. I have quite a few more items that I need to add to this list. So this is kind of where I'm just keeping track of what all I am getting out of one paper pad. And then I have some ideas here of other things I can make, because as I'm getting through this pad, my scraps are getting smaller and smaller, and I'm trying to come up with ideas of how to use the scraps that are not small enough to trash, but they're kind of too small to use as like a front of a card. So here is what I was able to get done for this month. For crochet, I only worked on one project because I just kind of, crochet just kind of left my mind. I was so busy working in my craft room. I had so many projects that I have gotten made, and I just kind of forgot about crochet. That's awful, but this is the whole point of this collab, is to kind of, if I need to get better at looking at my chart here every few days or so and see what my goals are and try to keep myself focused and say, okay, I haven't done this for a while, I need to work on that. And before I forget, Amalia, who is the host of this collab, she has a word for each month, kind of like a theme word that we can use in our videos if we want. Just kind of a way we can incorporate into our goals. She announces it in her video that she puts up for the following month. So in the introduction video, she announced the word for the January recap. And the word for January is leap, which I thought was perfect for myself, because I all my life have been a very unorganized, and kind of my life is like chaotic and messy and just cluttered, I feel, because I've got just junk. I feel like my house is just junk everywhere because I have so much stuff, that by doing this collab, I'm kind of leaping into an area that is very foreign and almost scary for me, because I'm not a person that is good at keeping life and everything organized. So this is going to be a big challenge for me to keep up with this. So far I'm doing okay in January because it's the first month, but I'm really going to have to work as hard as I can on keeping focused on keeping up with this notebook. It seems like I go from one thing to another all the time, and it's hard to remain focused. I always joke that I have attention deficit disorder, because I'll be working on one thing, and especially like when I'm cleaning, I'll be cleaning in one area, and then I'll see something that needs to go to another room. So I'll take it to that other room, and then I'll see things in that room that need done, and I'll start working on that. And before I know it, I've been doing like going from one thing to another, back and forth, and I'm really not accomplishing anything because my life is just chaos. And so I'm hoping if I start out getting organized by doing this goals collab and getting things kind of structured, Maybe it will help out with my personal life outside of the crafting, outside of my crafting world. So by that word leap is really like I'm taking a leap into the unknown world of organization and using goals to accomplish what I want to get done with my crafting life. So that is the word for this month, and that's how I see that word and how I interpret it and what it means to me. So check out the other participants, and if they use the word leap, see how they're incorporating that into their monthly goals. So back to my crochet. I started a project called, it's a chemo hat that I'm hoping to get a bunch of these made and donate to the local like cancer lab at my hospital, just for you know, when women are going through either breast cancer or some kind of cancer and they're having to go through chemo and radiation, just they'll have these hats that they can have to be able to wear. This is actually called Pink Camo, and it's by Red Heart. So this is the yarn that I am using, and I've got to find the pattern for this hat. I stopped working on it, not only because I kind of lost track of it, I kind of forgot about it, but also I think I must have put the pattern away when I was organizing and putting away patterns and yarn and stuff. So I need to go dig it back out because it tells me what row that I'm on. But this is what it's looking like so far. I love the color. I think it's really, really pretty. It's not that soft right now because it's just like an acrylic, but when I wash it after it's done, then it should really soften up. So that is the one crochet project. I didn't get two worked on this month. I just had the one that I was working on. So hopefully this next month I can reach my goal of working on 2 projects for the month. Hopefully I can finish up this hat and make another one or 2 or 3 or however many I can make. For jewelry, I had, when I was originally making my goals, I put that I wanted to do 1 project per month. Well, since I'm in that collab with Deb Hauk, I will for sure be getting 1 project each month. So now my goal is to surpass that and try to get 2 or even 3 or 4 maybe. You know, just try to get above that 1 project per month. This month I did get 2 because I made the necklace for the collab following the theme. Like each month there is a collar scheme that you have to use, and then there's kind of 2 different challenges that are like for January you could make a necklace as option 1, and then option 2 was to use a charm or beads that were heart shaped, and I did both of those in my necklace. So, and the collars for January were red, pink, or purple, or you could use all of the collars, one of the collars, or any combination. So mine was mostly red and pink and white, and then the beads that I used had little touches of purple on it, so that was perfect for that collab. And I also made a beaded hat pin, so that counted as 2 projects. So I did go over my goal there. So I was 1 short here, but I was 1 over there. For cross stitch, I wanted to try and work 3 hours per week, which averages out to 12 hours per month. I did only get 8 hours in. I had 2 other projects at the beginning of the month. One that I actually finished. A second project has been in my whips for a long time, works in progress. I started it last May for a cross-stitching challenge called it's called Stitch Mania. People out there that cross-stitch have probably heard of that. It's a Facebook group and a Facebook challenge type thing each May. So I did start that project back in May last year, and I kind of worked on that a little bit at the beginning of this month. And then throughout the month too, I started this little project. And I've got all but the last little bit of back stitching to do. So it's coming along pretty good. And I'm thinking when I get this done that it would make a cute card. So I may turn that into a card, or I might just turn it into since it's the perfect size, and I might try, so I don't really sew. I have a sewing machine that I got years ago for Christmas. I can sew straight lines, like I can sew pillows. That's about it. So far, that's all I've done. But I'm thinking I might try turning this into a pincushion or some little thing. I don't know. I'll come up with something. But I'm just about done with this. I think it's really cute, all the balloons. So that is the one of my projects that I worked on this month. I'm still working on my paper pad for the Smash the Small Paper Pad collab. I'm really, really close to finishing my first pad. By February, I should have a check mark there and then be starting on another pad. That is my goal for February, to finish up the pad that I'm on now and start into a new pad. I also want to, with the 4 card kits that I'm wanting to do, I did not work on any card kits this month. My Christmas cards, my goal of 10 per month, I got 12 because I made two more than my 10 on the 10th, for the minimum I needed to make. Now for the other greeting cards, anything that's not Christmas, I made, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure I put these in a video, but I am not sure where. I made sympathy cards. I might not have showed them yet. My boss at work was talking with my coworker, asking her to go out to the store and pick up some sympathy cards. So when we have a customer or someone that, we is associated or that we know somehow, they pass away or have a family member that passed away, we can send out, or the manager, can send out a sympathy card. And so I thought, well, I can maybe make some that they can just send out. And so I have this paper pad that I got several years ago from Hobby Lobby. It's called the Floral Shop, and it has all these gorgeous colors. I love this pad. I use it so much. I'm just kind of going around the edge because they have a lot of the patterns shown there. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And these work great for practically any theme that you could need them for. And I saw this is similar to a card I saw on Pinterest. It was actually sort of, I think it was horizontal, not vertical. And the sentiment was not matted. I decided to do that. Just what I felt like doing. So I took some of the floral prints and just matted them with a coordinating cardstock, and then have with Deepest Sympathy stamped down there. And so there are the collars that I used. I think I did 2 of each collar. I love this with the yellowy, sort of goldish yellow and the turquoise. Very beautiful papers. There's those 2, and then these are the dark, or the really bright red and yellow. And then this one is the white with the really pretty, almost, I call it sort of peacock collars. It's very gorgeous. Hope it's showing up okay. And that purple matte, I just love that purple cardstock around there. So those are 8 sympathy cards that I made to take to my boss at work. And then the rest of this number here, 27, are all Valentine's cards, or cards that I made out of that paper pad that I'm smashing this month and the first part of February. I have 3x3 note cards in there. I have sort of, there's some cards that I made that I call ATC cards because they're actual cards that flip open, and they're sized 2.5 by 3.5. So it's the ATC size, but it's an actual card. And I made about 4 of those, and then I've made other actual A2 size cards for other things, for swaps and for challenges and stuff. So altogether, I made 27 cards, and that I had a goal of 5. So I really did good in that department. I did not do any kind of Happy Mail or racks this month. For my organization, I had a goal of working 1 hour per week or 4 hours per month, and I did get 8 hours. I worked some in all areas of my, I don't know if I wrote down if I actually had some organization in my craft room. I think I did. Oh yes, my craft room closet. So I worked in my craft room, worked in my crochet stash, worked in my cross stitch stash, and my jewelry stash. So all 4 areas of my crafty world got a little organization this month. I did get one little tiny, like a small sized mini album made for the swap that I am doing on YouTube with Esther Luca, her Valentine's swap. And that will be going out in the mail tomorrow. Or actually, I'm filming this on Friday, but it will go out the day that this video goes up. And my goal of 5 ATCs for the month, I did get 6. They were all Valentine's themed because I made them for the with that little 6x6 pad that I am working on. And for 2 videos on my channel, like I said, I may end up just kind of keeping this line here so I can just kind of see my numbers, because I will definitely be getting that beat each month. I got 15 videos uploaded to my channel in January. That's hard to believe. I've never done that in my life. And so that's really amazing, I think, that I've got 15 videos up. That includes my collabs and then a challenge that I entered. And my craft spending, I have a big X there because I bombed that big time. Well, I guess it wasn't too bad. I went to Hobby Lobby a couple weeks back because I needed a few items to go into the Valentine's swap here on YouTube. And I picked up a paper pad and some stickers and something else. And then, of course, I saw a few things that I liked. So I ended up spending probably about $30 on myself, and then the rest of it was on the swap. So I didn't go over like big time, but I just put a big X there because I did go over my spending. If I stay under the 25, I will put a check mark saying that I accomplished that goal, but I put a big fat X because I did not even come close to that goal. I did not have any giveaway yet. Like I said earlier, I'm going to try in the next 2 or 3 months to get something up. And then I did participate in one challenge. It was the January challenge on Alicia Wagman's channel, or Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. And she has already uploaded the video for her February challenge. If you would like to take part in that, just go to her channel and she'll have all the information in her video. So that is what I have been able to do for the month of January. I was trying to keep it not too long. We're looking at 33 minutes here. Hopefully as I progress through this collab, because today was kind of a little bit of backstory. So I'm hoping that kind of like background stuff, hopefully each month I can just stick right to my projects and numbers and not have to kind of go into too much detail. So hopefully the next months will not be as long. But thank you so much, everyone that stuck this out. And again, go check out everyone else's videos that's participating. See what their goals are that they're working on. Check on how they're going about accomplishing them. They have all kinds of different methods for tracking. You can get all kinds of great ideas. And if you would be interested in participating, kind of following along with us, in the description, there will also be a hashtag that you can put in your video if you upload a goals video, so that when other people search that hashtag, then we can find your video and we can see what you've been working on and what your goals are for the year. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and hope you all have had a great day, and I will talk to you all the next time. Goodbye.